Fantastic Mr. Fox. Chapter 1. The Three Farmers. Down in the valley there were three farmers. The owners of these farmers had done well. They were rich men. They were also nasty men. All three of them were about as nasty and mean as men you could meet. Their names are Farmer Burgess, Farmer Burns, and Farmer Bean. Burgess was a chicken farmer. He kept thousands of chickens. He was enormously fat. This was because he ate 3 boiled chickens smoothly with dumplings every day for breakfast, lunch, and supper. Bruce was a duck and goose farmer. He kept thousands of duck and goose. He was a kind of pot-bellied dove. He was so short his chin would have been underwater in the slough and at any swimming pool in the world. His food was donuts and goose livers. He mashed the livers into donuts. This diet gave him a tummy ache and a beastly temper. Bean was a turkey and apple farmer. He kept thousands of turkeys in an orchard full of apple trees. He never ate any food at all. Instead, he drank gallons of strong cider which he made from the apples in his orchard. He was as thin as a pencil and crabby stem of all. Bogus, Bruce, and Bean, one fat, one short, one lean. These horrible crooks, so different in looks, were known as the literally equal men. That is what the children longed around to use to sing when they saw them. Chapter 2. Mr. Fox. On a hill above the valley there was a wood. In the woods there was a huge tree. Under the tree there was a hole. In the hole lived Mr. Fox and Mrs. Fox and their 4 small foxes. Every evening as it got dark, Mr. Fox would say to Mrs. Fox, "Well, my darling, what shall be this time? A puff chicken for Boggis, a duck or goose for Bruce, or a nice turkey for Bean." And when Mrs. Fox had told him what she wanted, Mr. Fox would creep down into the valley in the darkness of the night and help himself. Boggis and Bruce and Bean knew very well what was going on, and it made them wild with rage. They were not men who liked to give anything away. Last year they didn't like anything to be stolen from them. So every night each of them would take his strong and hide in dark place somewhere on his own farm, hoping to catch the robber. But Mr. Fox was too clever for them. He always approached farm with the wind blowing in his face, and this meant what if any men were lurking in the shadows ahead? The wind would carry the smell that would man to Mr. Fox's snow far away. If Mr. Boggis was hiding behind his chicken house from number 1. Mr. Fox would smell him out from 50 yards of quickly change directions, heading for chicken house number 4 at the other end of the farm. "Then brush you that loose beast," cried Boggis. "I'd like to lick his guts out," said Bruce. "He must be killed," cried Ben. How? said Boggis. How on earth can we catch the blighter?" Bean picked his nose directly with a long finger. "I have a plan," he said. "You never had a decent plan yet," said Bruce. "Shut up and listen," said Bean. Tomorrow night, we will all hide just outside the hole where the fox lives. We will wait there until he comes out. Then, bang, 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 bang. Very clever," said Bruce. "But first, we shall have to find the hole." "My dear Bruce, I've already found it," said the clever Bean. "It's up in the woods on the hill. It's under the huge tree." Chapter 3. The Shooting. "Well, my darling," said Mr. Fox, What shall it be tonight?" "I think we'll have ducks tonight," said Mrs. Fox. "Bring us 2 fat ducks, if you please. 1 for you and me, and 1 for the children." Ducks shall be," said Mr. Fox. "Bruce's best." "Now do it careful," said Mrs. Fox. "My darling," said Mr. Fox, "I can smell those goose a mile away. I can even smell one from the other." Boggis gave of the 50 skins of rotten chicken skins, Bruce licks of goose livers, and for Bean, the fuss of apple cider hang around him like a poison gases. Yes, but just don't get careless, said Mrs. Fox. You know they'll be waiting for you, all three of them. Don't you worry about me, said Mr. Fox. I'll see you later. But Mr. Fox would not have been quite a cookie, but he knew exactly where the three farmers were waiting at that moment. They were just outside the entrance to the hall, each one crouching behind the tree with his gun loaded. And what is more, they had chosen their positions very carefully, making sure that the wind was not blowing from them toward the fox's home. In fact, it was blowing in the opposite direction. There was no chance from the being smelled out. Mr. Fox crept up the dark tunnel into the mouth of his hole. He poked his long, handsome face out into the night and air sniffed once. He moved an inch or two forward and stopped. He sniffed again. He was always especially careful when coming out in the hall. He ate forward a little more. In the front half of his body was now in the open. His black nose switched from side to side, sniffing and sniffing for the sense of danger. He found none, and he was just about to go trotting forward into the woods when he heard a tiny noise, a soft rustling sound, as though someone had moved a foot ever so gently through a patch of the dry leaves. Mr. Fox flattened his body against the ground and lay very still. His ears pricked. He waited a long time, but he heard nothing more. It must have been a fear mouse, he told himself, or some other small animal. He crept a little farther out of the hole. Then farther still, he was almost light in the open now. He took a last careful look around. The look was musky and very thin. Somewhere in the sky, the moon was shining. Just then, his sharp night eyes caught the glint of something bright behind the tree not far away. It was a small silver speck of the moonlight shining on the polished surface. Mr. Fox lay there, watching it. What on earth was it? Now it was moving. It was coming up and up. Great heavens, it was the bearer of the gun. Quick as a swift, Mr. Fox jumped back into his hole and at the same instant the entire woods seems to explode around him. Bang, 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 bang. The smoke from the three guns floated up here in the night air. Bogies and Blues and Bean came out from behind their trees and walked towards the hole. Did we get him? Said Bean. One of them shot the flashlight into the hole, and there was a grunt in the socket of light, half and half of the hole. Later, poor Charlotte's broomstairs remained of a fox tail. Bean picked it up. We got the tray, but we missed the fox, he said, tossing the thing away. Damn blast, said the bogies. We should too late. We should have let the right moment too. He poked into his head out. He won't be poking it out again in a hurry, Bruce said. Bean pulled the flask from his pocket and took a swing of cider. Then he said, I'll take 3 days least before he gets hungry enough to come out again. I'm not sitting around here waiting for that. Let's dig him out. Ah, said Bogies. Now you're talking sense. We can dig him out in a couple of hours. We knew he's there. I reckon there's a whole family of them down the hall, Bruce said. Then we'll have a lot, said Bean. Get the shovels. The end.